This is the 60-second video in a series of videos that study the 101 Laws of the Success Mindset Code. In this video, we will address the 60-second law, the Law of Regeneration. When life pushes you to a moment where everything seems to fall apart, you may believe that you have reached the end of the road. But the Law of Regeneration teaches us that what looks like an ending is often the most powerful beginning you will ever experience. Regeneration is not just about trying again. It is a hidden engine of transformation that renews your chances of victory, especially in the mature phase of life when many feel that opportunities are shrinking. In reality, this is the season when wisdom, experience, and perspective become your greatest allies. Rebuilding after a setback is never a sign of failure. It is proof that your story is still being written. Every memorable comeback in history happened after a collapse. And if you are watching this, maybe you are facing financial frustration, career stagnation, emotional exhaustion, or the fear that it's too late. But regeneration whispers a different truth. You can start again stronger than ever, with clarity you didn't have before. Imagine the phoenix that rises from ashes, not weaker, but renewed. That is the nature of regeneration. It turns painful endings into fertile soil. What you call ruin may simply be the demolition of what no longer served you. When a new cycle begins, it brings an opportunity to correct past mistakes, adjust strategies, and grow in wisdom. Look at the example of Clara. After her first business failed, everyone told her to give up. She felt humiliated and exhausted, but instead of surrendering to shame, she treated the failure as feedback. She studied every detail, restructured her plan, and dared to start again. Her new business thrives today not because she avoided failure, but because she regenerated through it. Her courage to rebegin turned pain into prosperity. Now consider John. He tried once, failed, and froze. He internalized the belief that failure is permanent. He refused to rebuild, convinced that his chance had expired. He allowed regret to calcify into paralysis. His story reminds us of a painful truth. The only final defeat is refusing to take the next step. If you want financial transformation later in life, regeneration becomes your superpower. Money follows adaptation. Prosperity rewards flexibility. When you cling to old beliefs, outdated habits, or fear of embarrassment, you silence your future. The truth is that success requires multiple attempts. The first try rarely works the way you planned. When you regenerate, you bring forward your lessons, not your wounds. The financial challenges you have faced did not come to define you. They came to refine you. To apply the law of regeneration, first accept that life is made of cycles. Some cycles are expansion, others are contraction. Both are necessary. Every winter protects the seeds of spring. When you resist endings, you also block beginnings. If a career cycle ended, if a business closed, if your savings depleted, do not treat this as a verdict. It is a transition. When you embrace cycles, you stop reacting with fear and start acting with intelligence. The second principle is finding value in failure. Failure is data. Failure is instruction. The most powerful financial minds on earth learned through markets collapsing, debts accumulating, and negotiations falling apart. If you examine the experience instead of judging yourself, you extract growth. Regeneration requires that you harvest the lesson, then leave the pain behind. Carrying the pain into the next chapter poisons your opportunities. The third principle is renewing your mindset. You cannot regenerate externally with the same beliefs that caused the collapse internally. Many people fail financially because they believe that age limits them, that opportunities are only for the young, or that wealth is reserved for others. These invisible beliefs act as gatekeepers. When you upgrade your mindset, you unlock doors you couldn't even see before. The fourth principle is patience. Regeneration is not instant. It happens gradually, like healing. Many sabotage their growth because they want immediate results. But mature prosperity is built like muscle, through consistent repetition. Patience turns process into progress. The fifth principle is courage to act. Fear of the first step is the greatest enemy of regeneration. Waiting for perfect conditions leads to endless delay. Start where you are, use what you have, learn as you move. Life rewards motion. The first attempt might be small, imperfect, even awkward, but it will activate opportunities you could not access from inertia. Your next financial opportunity may require you to let go of old methods. You may need new skills, new platforms, new strategies. You may have to admit that what worked 20 years ago no longer works today. That is not weakness. That is maturity. Technology has changed. Business models evolved. Markets shifted. The world rewards those willing to update themselves. One powerful way to regenerate financially is exploration. Study new business trends, learn high-value skills, connect with communities that are growing. Do not isolate yourself inside outdated knowledge. Loneliness accelerates failure. Connection multiplies possibility. Your network can become your net worth if you approach it with authenticity. Another critical element is ego management. Many avoid regeneration because starting over feels humiliating, but humility is a seed. It allows you to become a student again. The moment you declare yourself too experienced to learn, you begin to sink. Every master stayed teachable. You must also let go of perfectionism. Perfection is the enemy of beginnings. When you wait to feel completely prepared, life passes you by. Progress beats perfection. Regeneration demands experimentation. As you rebuild, celebrate small victories. They are evidence that the transformation is alive. When you only celebrate big milestones, you starve your momentum. Gratitude amplifies your energy. Acknowledge every step. The emotional chemistry of celebration reinforces discipline. Regeneration also requires introspection. The strongest financial strategy is useless if your internal script is sabotaging you. You must ask hard questions. What patterns keep repeating? Where am I still afraid? Whose voice is stopping me? What habits undermine my goals? Awareness is the ignition of transformation. You must leave behind what no longer aligns. Old friendships anchored in complaint. Behaviors that drain your money. Purchases to impress others. Emotional spending. Defensive excuses. Every time you release what is outdated, space opens for what is greater. And here is the deepest truth. Regeneration aligns you with your authentic identity. When you rebuild from intention, not desperation, you create a future aligned with your values. You deserve a financial life that reflects who you truly are, not who you used to be. So what will you do now? Will you repeat the past or regenerate into the person capable of building wealth with maturity, wisdom, and confidence? Life is not asking if you failed. Life is asking if you're willing to begin again. Did you enjoy the content? Then hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, send this video to more people, and click to subscribe with notifications on. And if you're ready to take the next step to transform your financial life, check out the link right below this video in the first pinned comment.